we want to find what the equation of the what normal. Don't forget, in the previous video, this is the gradient of the what tangent. Of course, there is no big deal about normal. Once we are done with tangent, we don't have any problem with what with normal. Of course, from the diagram I gave you, don't forget that normal is perpendicular to what tangent. Normal is what perpendicular to what tangent. So normal has gradient m2, and we have agreed that tangent has gradient what 1. Of course, what is the relationship between normal and tangent? So I'm going to apply what we call perpendicularity of line. What is the condition that will make the normal, the line of normal, to be perpendicular to the line of what tangent? The only condition is that when I multiply the gradient of tangent with the gradient of normal, I must get what? -1. So this means that the gradient of tangent is equal to -1 divided by the gradient of what? Normal. In the same vein, the gradient of normal is equal to -1 divided by the gradient of what? Tangent. So the gradient of the tangent has been given. So that means that the gradient of normal is equal to -1 divided by the gradient of what? Tangent. So yeah, the gradient of normal is -1 divided by 3. Of course, how do I find equation of normal? Very simple. I'm still going to apply our normal method when you are given 1 point and gradient. Of course, and that's what y minus y1 equals to m into x minus x1. So of course, since I'm looking for the equation of normal, it's what? M2. And the point has been given already. So I have y minus y1 is what? 2 equals to the gradient of the normal, which is -1 divided by 3 into x minus x1 is what? 3. Just the same way I worked out the equation of tangent. All right, so clear this fraction by multiplying everything by what? 3. I'll multiply this by 3 is what? 3y minus 3 times 2, 6 equals to, when you multiply this one by 3, 3 will cancel out the 3. So I have -1 into x minus 3. Can you see? So I have a 3y minus 6 equals, remove the bracket, that's minus 1 times x minus times minus plus 3 times 1, 3. So I will rearrange 3y plus x equals 3. When -6 is coming, it becomes what? Plus. So that is 3 plus 6. That's what? 9. So this is the equation of what? Of normal. All right. So you can see that we have been able to find the equation of normal and the equation of tangent to this curve. Don't forget the procedure. The procedure is that you are going to differentiate the curve. Whatever you get, that is the gradient function. Then you substitute the value of x, the point of x in the equation, into that gradient function. You get the value of the gradient, and that gradient is the gradient of what? Of tangent. And from there, you are going to apply 1 point gradient formula to find the equation of the tangent. Apply perpendicularity law to get the gradient of the normal. Then use the same 1 point gradient to find the equation of the normal. Do well to share this video. I remain